Greetings all, and welcome to our third problem in our series on cardinal numbers and set applications. So once again in this problem, we're given a Venn diagram, and the letters inside each region are supposed to correspond to cardinalities for each one of those regions. What the problem gives us is the cardinalities of combinations of those regions, and we need to figure out what X, Y, and Z are going to be in this case. And so how we go about doing that is really just to say, for the values, for the regions that they give us, what do we have? Well, in the first one, we have that the cardinality of region A is going to be 24. Well, for region A, what variables does that actually correspond to? Well, that corresponds to X and Y. So those are going to be values of 24 is going to be X plus Y. So the cardinality of the first region and the cardinality of the second region. Then likewise, we're told that the cardinality of the intersection is just our value of y, and what is that? Well, we're told that is going to be 15. And so what we can then find, we can take that value of 15 and plug it in for y. So what we have is 24 is equal to x plus our 15 for our value of y. Well, if we subtract 15 on both sides, what that gives us. So that's going to give us a value of 9 for our variable x. Now if we want to, so we figured out what x is going to be. So we know that x is going to be 9, y is going to be 15. And then if we want to figure out the value of z, now we have the cardinality of region B is going to be 22. And that's going to correspond to everything inside of B. And so that's going to give us the cardinalities Y and the cardinalities Z. Now, we already know what Y is. We know that Y is going to be 15. And so this gives us an equation, 22 is equal to 15 plus the value for Z. So just subtracting 15 on both sides, what that gives us, so our 15s cancel, so we get a value of z of 7 for that one. And so we know x is going to be 9, y is 15, and z is going to be 7. And so finally, if we want to find the value for w, so we finally look at the cardinality of the complement of A. Now we're given that that has a value of 35. And if we look at the regions that this will actually correspond to, so for everything outside of A, we have the cardinality Z. And so all the elements from Z and the cardinality W for everything outside of both A and B. Now, we know the cardinality of Z. We just figured that one out. And so that gives us 35 is going to be 7 plus W. Well, if we kind of do the same thing, subtract 7 onto both sides, so that what happens, we get W at 28. And so our value for W is going to be 28. And so we found the cardinalities of all of the sets, kind of just breaking them up into the regions and looking at the cardinalities for each one of those regions, forming equations, and then just solving those equations. So I hope that this has been informative, and I will see you guys in the next problem. Take care.